Good afternoon. Small businesses are critical to the United States economic growth. They contribute 65% of all new jobs, and they are a critical tool for wealth creation and increasing employment. But minority and women owned businesses face numerous unique and disparate barriers to market entry. We must act to eliminate the systemic and racial barriers that impede the formation and competitiveness of minority and women owned businesses. These barriers face an uneven playing field when it comes to accessing capital, leveraging loans, and other credit products necessary to fund and sustain their business. In today's hearing, we will discuss how easing impediments on African American access to capital will result in economic and employment growth in minority communities and in the United States overall, and examine the historical and systemic challenges faced by minority and women owned businesses, such as a lack of access to capital and systemic racism, and how those persistent challenges have led to their closure at a disproportionate rate during COVID-19 pandemic. In small businesses experience a 22% closure rate as the result of COVID-19 pandemic from February to April of 2020. But the closure rate for minority-owned businesses are significantly higher, with 41% of Black-owned businesses, 32% of Latinx-owned businesses, and 20% of Asian-owned businesses closed over the same period. Now, in April of this year, the Federal Reserve Bank of New York reported that minority and women owned businesses are significantly more likely to show signs of limited financial health and are twice as likely to be classified as at risk or distressed than non minority small businesses. Further, distressed companies are three times likely as healthy business to close because of a 2 month revenue shock. The PPP program, established under the CARES Act and administered by the Small Business Administration and Treasury as funding lifelines for distressed businesses responding to the COVID-19 pandemic. But recent analysis by the Color of Change in the United States found that only 1 in 10 African American and Latinx owned businesses received the requested funds through the program. I have heard from many minority owned businesses who did everything right, yet they did not get a loan number or a loan in the first round. Many minority businesses shared that the Enhancement Act was not adequately designed to enhance or assist small businesses. Thanks to the partnership of the Financial Services Chairwoman Maxine Waters and Small Business Chair Nydia Velasquez, adjustments were made in the second round of funding. On June 30th, the Small Business Administration announced that $4.9 million loans totaling $521 billion have been granted by the PPP. So now let me just say, I look forward to hearing from our distinguished witnesses who share key insights regarding the ongoing plight of minority and women-owned businesses and what steps the Congress and the private sector can take to ensure necessary and fair inclusion in the economy.